every single thing that goes wrong with your brand is your fault. And in order for your brand to be successful, you've got to have the right at the right place. Don't fall into the trap of having a great idea once. If you don't want to get left behind, we've come to London because we wanted to bring you brands that are in London that are successful and they are not following the rules that I'm about to bring to you here. Why should you listen to somebody like me? Firstly, I've been in the manufacturing game for 10 years. I've been to Pakistan, to China, to the Philippines, to Turkey. I've worked with the biggest factories in the world. Secondly, and next to that, I've worked with the best brands in the UK, Europe, and in the US. And so all of the tips and tricks I'm giving you right now are things that I've learned personally over those years. So without further ado, let's get straight into the 10 reasons why brands fail. All right, so the first reason why brands fail is because of finances. So many brands come with around 300 to 500 pounds and they can only drop one product. When you put that on social media, people see a basic brand. Whereas when you have a budget of around 3,000 to 5,000, you can have a full collection and suddenly your brand looks professional. You also then have enough money to do marketing and advertising and all of the crazy stuff that comes with your brand, such as samples and shipping, express shipping. So make sure you have enough finances so that your brand looks absolutely professional. That leads me to my next point, marketing and advertising. The difference between a great brand and a good brand is the way that they advertise on social media. And oftentimes, a basic brand that does great marketing oftentimes outsells a fantastic brand that has great designs but that advertises poorly on social media. So social media rules the world nowadays and the big companies know that. If you don't want to get left behind, if you don't want to make the common mistakes that brands make sure you spend adequate time advertising and marketing. That leads me to my next point, consistency. Most of the best brands that you know, you can name them in your head as I'm thinking about it. They are so consistent. You see them everywhere. They're constantly posting on Instagram and on TikTok. You see them all over billboards. You hear from the founders consistently. The best brands in the absolute world have been consistent for the last 10, 20, 30 years. And in order for your brand to be successful and not be left down the wayside, you've got to figure out a way to be consistent. If you're dropping something today, you should already have in the pipelines what you're going to be dropping next month or next 6 weeks. Make sure that you stay consistent and relevant in the game. And the fourth reason why brands fail is choosing the wrong manufacturer. This one is a little bit tricky because I believe that every single thing that goes wrong with your brand is down to you. It's your fault. But I've heard countless horror stories of manufacturers delivering late, delivering the wrong product, having a wrong tech pack, or something along those lines. Don't just go online to Alibaba and DHgate and AliExpress to find your manufacturer. Don't just go for these manufacturers that DM you on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you do your due diligence and do your research. Make sure, if you can, make sure to fly out there. If you can sit down with them, have dinner, break bread, and explain your concept to them, your ideas will be airtight and it's likely to improve the performance of your brand. The fifth reason why brands fail is because of poor timing. You've got to have the right product at the right price at the right place. And oftentimes people have the right product at the right price, but oftentimes it's the wrong place. It's just the wrong timing for your brand. It's too saturated. Too many people have dropped exactly what you've dropped. So many apparel brands and activewear brands coming out right now. Would you say it's the perfect time to come and do a paddle brand? I don't know. All I'm saying is that your timing has to be impeccable. And oftentimes great brands succeed just because they've had the right time. Right, and so the sixth point is poor founder alignment. Sometimes the message of the brand doesn't quite calibrate with the message of the person, of the owner. And so let's say, for example, you're a rugby player. You play rugby every day. People know you for sports. And then you want to launch a suit brand, tailor-made suits. The message doesn't align with who you are. Whereas, for example, the perfect example of this would be, let's say, the makers of Trapstar or Benja. Who they are, what they've gone through, their story greatly impacts and resonates with the message of the brand. So make sure that your message and who you are personally matches the message of the brand. So the seventh reason why brands fail is just lack of great designs. So many brands come up to me and they have a great design once and that's it. They can no longer replicate the great idea that they had, the thing that made them start in the first place. And so when you start, you've got to make sure you have multiple logos, multiple designs, multiple ideas. So when the first one launches, you have something else to fall back on. The greatest brands that I know have designs for the next 12 months or 16 months. They're designing literally right now for next summer or next winter. And so you've got to make sure that when you're running your brand, don't fall into the trap of having a great idea once. Don't fall into the trap of just having your one-hit wonder, but make sure that you've planned effectively to have constant drops for the next 6, 12, 18 months. The ninth reason why brands fail is because of poor customer experience. How many brands have you ordered from before? And when the product comes, you're just so unhappy with the delivery, the product itself. It looks great online, and then when you get it, it's cheap. Guard your reputation with your life. It's gonna rescue you when things go bad. When you can't get new customers, your loyal customers are gonna stick up for you. Your loyal customers are gonna make their TikTok videos that's gonna make your brand blow up again. Your reputation means everything, and guard it with your life. The last reason why brands fail is because they have no long-term vision for their brand. They want it to be a get-rich-quick scheme. They want to make a little bit of money and bounce. They don't understand it's about systems and operations. It's about principles, waking up early, reading books, market analysis. They don't really understand the business side of it. And so if you're a clothing brand, that you're running a business, please make sure that you take it really seriously. The same way that Mark Zuckerberg runs Facebook is also the same way that you need to run your brand. You need to make sure you're waking up early, going to bed late, doing all of your research and making sure you're taking it very, very seriously. So that's me signing out from Behind the Brand, the 10 most reasons why brands fail. If there's any that you think that I've missed out, make sure you comment them down below on this video right now, and make sure to tune in for the next video, the 10 reasons why brands succeed. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.